What's up, y'all? Happy Monday, man. I got a banger for you guys. We got the trade of the day, right? And I want you to check this out. We're going to get into the trade of the day. One of my trades, it was a great day in the market for me. We had a sell-off, and a lot of people was holding their positions over the weekend because they thought that the stock market was just going to keep going up, 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 right? I always say the stock market ain't going to just keep going up. It's always going to be a pullback. So what happened today? Whoop, they yanked it, right? They yanked it. They rug pulled on the market, everybody. Now people in their swing positions is down 60, 70, 80% because they just thought it was going to keep going up, right? So today, I'm going to talk about one of my trades that I took. I saw this coming a long time ago, and we're going to go into it, right? Before we get into it, I want to say like and subscribe this video. Please subscribe to the channel, like this video. But trading is all about having good habits, okay? So a couple things. What I do is I make sure that I always secure profits, period. I am not the type of trader that tries to stay in for a trade to make the absolute most amount of money on one trade, right? 10 to 15%, give me those profits. That's how I look at it. That's how you're going to stay profitable. I see it a lot of times where people are in a trade, they're up 20, 30%. They think it's going to hit 50, 70%. What do? The green trade, it ends up reversing. They stay in it because they think it's going to rebound, and then they down 20, 30%. Then they get out, right? So you got to understand trading is all about good habits, okay? Good habits. So secure that profit. On a day trade, 10 to 15%, take that profit. You can always get back in a trade. You can always get back in the trade. I want you to understand that. Understand that stocks are never going to go up forever. They're never going to go down forever. So you got to just be in the right part of the trade so that you could profit. Okay. So we got today, we busted down AVGO. Okay. That's Broadcom. So here's what's going on. I hit AVGO twice. I got into the trade twice. All right. Hear what I'm saying. Got into the trade twice, like 2, 10, 11% trades. So first trade, I busted it down. I got into a put. I spent $1,500. Each contract was $745. So that's like $14.90. I got into the trade at 7:16 a.m. I got out at 7:18. So that's 2 minutes, and I made $149.72. That's the first trade. The next trade, I got in at 8:02. So what, 20 minutes later? Something like that. Almost an hour later. I was in a couple other trades before. And then I got in for 750 again, right? But it's a different strike price. 750, 2 contracts. So that's another 1,500. And then I got out in what, a minute and 30 seconds. So that's 90 seconds. I made another like 140, right? And then total on AVGO, we hit it for 289, right? 44 cents. So I got into the same trade twice in the same direction, and I'm gonna show you why I got out the first time, okay? So we hit almost $300 in less than 5 minutes on AVGO, this one stock. So you already know we're gonna go into the charts, and I'm gonna show you exactly what happened and why it happened. All right. So let's get it. We're gonna go into these charts right now. All right. So here we got. So boom. So as we can see, the market had a sell-off. Look at this. Look at this watch list right here. AVGO is down $45 on the day. Okay. And I'm going to show you how I was able to predict this because I was talking to one of my homeboys and I caught this 2 weeks ago. All right. So look at the whole watch list. Everything is red, right? So today is a good day to buy some shares. Everything is red, right? So here we go. So let's go to AVGO. Boom. All right. First, we're going to go to the daily chart. Now, I always say the stock market is about balancing itself out, right? So as you can see, I have these charted already. I had these charted a while ago, like weeks ago, because I knew this day was going to come. So as you can see, AVGO blasted off from 180, right? From 180, it blasted off all the way up here. But what do we have right here? we have something called a gap. So AVGO gapped up. Crazy, right? And then another time it gapped up again. So I knew with a gap this big, man, it has to fill this gap because that's the insufficiency in the market. This stock is not balanced, right? So it has to blast off. I mean, it has to come back down before it could go back up. So here's what happens. I knew that this was coming. I was just waiting on this day. I had it all charted. And you got to understand, we're only just looking for opportunities here. So I knew that this was in play. So whenever I saw AVGO get below that 214 mark, I knew where we were going to be going down, right? So I want you to understand, I looked at the daily chart to find this play weeks ago. So now we're going to go to the 5-minute chart. So I got in twice. I'm going to show you my entries and my exits. So we on the 5-minute time frame, right? So the 5-minute time frame for this trade, I had got in. I saw it was below here, tried to go up, rejected off, did this. I saw the chart around right here. I got in at the end of this first little red candle right here. So we're going to type in entry right there. So I got in on my entry point was right here on this one. And then I wrote it down right here. And I got out right here where this green arrow is at. And I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, you could see why, right? Hindsight is always 20/20. But it came down here, and then I thought it was finding support for the day and it was gonna reverse. So I got out like right there, right at the bottom, like that wick right there. So I got out because I was like, man, it's probably about to reverse. And I want to once again secure my profits. That's how I was up 140, 149. Okay. And then I was in a different trade because there was so much opportunity in the market today. Different trade. I was looking, came back to AVGO. I was like, oh, okay. So it's below the level that I got out at. So I was like, all right, cool. So I got in right here. Right. So I'm going to put this again. I got in right here. Right there. Okay. Got another 2 contracts. And then I literally got out right here. Okay. So about a candle and a half. No, I got out. Yeah, right there. Yep. About like 209. So literally I caught like $2. No, I caught like $2.50, $3 of the move. But that's how I got in and I got out. As you can see, it's all the way down here, right? The way AVGO moves is, it's not just a straight flush down, right? Like when you're looking at the charts from hindsight 20/20, it looks like the stock just went down. But the stock will hover, come down, hover, come back up, hover, right? So you don't know what it's really going to do. You have a good idea, but that's where patience comes in. But me personally, I like to just secure profits. That's what I like to do. That's how I like to stay profitable, right? So I got out right there because if you're a rookie or a newbie, you'll get in right here on a put, and then you'll see the stock will chop around for a little bit, and then what happens? You get out because you're at a negative, and then it'll keep going down, right? And because I understand that, like a stock isn't just going to go straight down. It's going to go down, hover, go down some more, hover, go down some more, right? That's what a stock is going to do. And the same way to the upside, it's going to go up, hover, if it's really in a trend, right? Up or down. So it just depends. But at the end of the day, it is going to do that. So we see right here, it looked like it had found support for a minute, and then it lost that support for the day, and then it kept dropping. But it's dropping because AVGO literally has to go back down to this level right here of from where it blasted off at. It has to go back down to 180. It has to, so that it can balance out. So AVGO is gonna go down all the way here sometime this week, most likely, since we have a lot of downward momentum. AVGO will get down here, and once it gets down here, it's going to try to retest It's gonna eventually try to retest, but see, now we have a big gap here. So now AVGO, it has to come back up here, right? Because that's a gap now. And then it'll be balanced out, and then it could go back up and it could break its all-time highs of, this level right here at 251. Right? So that's how we busted down AVGO. I got it from the daily chart, but I knew where the levels were at, and then I just took my trade, right? So that's literally how you want to play it. I got my levels. I got this play weeks ago from the daily chart. I knew the levels, and this is why I always say the levels are so important. You want to know your levels. You want to know where things are at. You want to know where the gaps are at, because you could predict where things are going. It's that simple. This is how we trade efficiently. I ain't get caught up in all the mess today. I saw what was going on. I saw the gap downs. Stocks filled the gap or tried to, and then they went back down. It's really that simple. Pay attention to what the masses are doing, and you got to do the opposite. That's how you want to play this game. All right. So that's how we busted down AVGO for almost 300 in less than like 4 minutes, right? Total in between the two trades. It's very simple. It's very quick. It's very efficient. That's my goal, is to be an efficient trader, a profitable trader. I don't want to get caught up in all the mess that everybody else is getting caught up in. I want to be in good spirits. I want to have a sound mind. I want to be sharp. All right. So this is about more than just getting into the stock market and trying to make $1 million. No, 10 to 15% day trades, take it, because you're not going to get that return at the banks for sure. And I don't know where else you're going to get those returns. And we're talking about in a matter of minutes. So stop being greedy, be disciplined, and go get your money. All right, y'all. So that's what I got for you guys today. Be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel. Always remember, get out of your head and get into the world, because your head is a dangerous place to live. I'm going to see y'all tomorrow. Peace.